Oh, here we go. We've got a live. No, because we still got the green screen.
Yeah, it's playing the bumper from the original time we tried.
Yeah. Nope. 5 minutes, apparently, it was live. All we see is green.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Yay! Hello, people. People can actually see us. Yes, I've actually I had to reload it.
Yay.
Reload YouTube, but we're up.
Yes.
And we can be heard. And to be on the safe side. Well, Josh has never managed to do that before.
It's only
Oh, has Max actually said hello? Oh, hi.
For me yet.
Oh, so I can't see anything yet. So sorry, Max, if I haven't seen it. Oh, pause that as well. Well, actually, no. Right, apparently you're quiet, Vin. Settings, volume levels.
Oh no. Yeah,
Under
just focus on the
settings.
mic, buddy.
Yeah, actually, it's easier for him. Don't get messy.
Vinny has no sound. But he needs to remember to put 50.
Everyone's saying silent. Vinny needs to plug in his mic in.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys, for the double feedback, but for some reason, yeah. Hang on, no, because I'll be playing the sound. Hear nothing from Vinny. Hang on. No, I'll be playing through the speakers on my laptop. Well, you are actually muted. Yes. On YouTube. Everyone's saying... Right, so you can hear me and Lloyd, just not Vinny.
Yeah, you can't hear Vinny at all.
Yeah. So...
And he's got to be going back on his bags after this show.
He'll go ballistic Bob in a minute. Hang on. I knew I wrote it down for a good reason.
Can you hear me now? Can someone please confirm if I can be here?
2 seconds.
Oh, I should be heard. Yes, I can see movement from my microphone, so I think I can now be heard.
Soon tell you in a sec.
Yes, I've just heard you. There's a big delay for me, but yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
Hello. Right.
Welcome to the LXV show. Well,
the Cock
some
Up
part
Vinny
of it.
show.
Yeah, the Cock Up Vinny show. Actually, I wouldn't say the Cock Up Vinny show. That does not sound too healthy.
Might get some more viewers.
Yeah, but I don't think YouTube like that kind of content.
I've seen much worse stuff on there. Right, let's start again. How we doing, fellas?
We're good, thank you.
How are you?
I'm a little warm and a little. Yes, I'm fine. Yeah. I'm just gonna drink beer. Good God.
That's probably why Josh drinks so much. Trying to figure it out.
He knows what he's doing. For some reason, my microphone wasn't in on Streamlabs, but it was in our Zoom. So obviously you could hear me. You two could hear me fine. It's just everybody else couldn't hear me.
Hashtag Vinny broke it.
I've not seen none of these comments.
See, this is where me and Lloydie are smart. We keep the YouTube channel up in another window.
Yeah.
And we look.
There we go. I found him now.
So we have to tell him how to do this, guys.
Evening, Chris. Earl.
Up until 20 minutes ago, he didn't realise you could air snap your windows and drag and drop a picture from Facebook Messenger onto your desktop.
No, I didn't know you could do that. Josh is having a little break, Josh, it looks like. So I was expecting to run the show tonight, but I thought Josh was coming on, but I'm guessing something's popped up and Josh is just doing his own thing tonight, which is fair enough. He hasn't missed the show in... God, I dread to think how long it's been since he missed the show. Yeah. But he also might pop up, which will cause me even more hassle because I'll have to resize the screens again.
Shall we bring someone on?
So tonight could be very interesting, people, because like we said, I'm running it. I've got to bring up the cool wall. I've got to do the bumpers and everything else like that. And I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing.
You might just get a picture up to the webcam as if for the cool wall.
Well, unfortunately, my phone battery's going dead, so I may not be able to help.
I just realised, where the hell did them images go?
Oh, God.
I don't know if it's just for me, but the quality's only gone up to 440p for me.
Yeah, because we're using Vinny's internet.
Where did them pictures go?
His modem's probably from 1999 and still thinks it's running on Blue Yonder.
Is that thing that makes that whistling, crackling noise?
Yeah. And every so often sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the modem.
I don't know where the pictures went. Right, talk amongst yourselves.
Remember, you saved them for your
Right. Shall we just do what we're vaping on for a minute or two?
Yeah.
Well, then,
you want to go first, Chris?
Yeah, I can do. I'm on my Atocha with the Elite, as always. And on that, I'm on some Wicked No, I've not even drank yet. Wicked Diction Banana Scotch, which you can kind of guess where I bought that from.
Wicked Diction?
No. Vaporoni. Mm. I'm on me WVV2 with me Juggernaut. And in that, I'm on some Riot Squad Apple Grenade.
Oh, that...
Courtesy of Haley, who has like millions of the stuff. I was vaping on it for about half a day-ish, not realising it was the Apple one, thinking, this doesn't taste like the raspberry grenade, until Haley actually told me she sent me multiple flavours. I looked at my mom, oh, fuck, that's why it doesn't taste like raspberry. And that's it for me. Lloyd?
I am on the Murrell Signature with the Cali V2. In that, I have a mix of crispy squares and caramel custard from Chuck. I am on the Stag Murrells, which needs badly cleaned. With the Asgard, inside that, I have the Lime Awesome. Then I have the K Vapors Vaporoni Mic with the drop 1.5 on it, with this mouth smoke that I picked up.
I love the name.
Yeah, the artwork's fucking amazing as well. And that's me for tonight.
Craig, no, it's not. It's actually a decent balance between the butterscotch and the banana. It's actually very nice.
Do some cracking.
I've only been on. It is a cracking juice.
They do some cracking juice, Wicked Diction. Really, really good
Yeah.
juice. And I wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Wicked Diction, because they're the ones who got me to review first.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, right. I'm on my my Fatal
Nervous breakdown.
with a Kalito 120 Pro tank. That's my stock coil tank that I like tasting juices on.
Is that the one you dropped last week?
I can't believe it. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, dropped it tank side down, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't break though. So it's cool. And I'm on
So
some...
it's Vinny proof.
Yeah. No band on it either. So that was rather lucky. And I'm on some Riot Squad Tropical Thunder,
Ooh.
which I found in my drawer. I think Hayley probably sent me that one as well. And I'm on some vape porn. I'm on my Vicious Ant Primo with a titanium APOC. And on there, I'm on some juice, which I'm not even going to try. Well, no, I will try, say the name. Mama-san. I have no idea where this came from. I found it in a drawer and I'm vaping it. It's a lychee tropical fruit.
Ooh. I am quite fond of a lychee, to be honest.
Yeah,
I didn't think I ever would be.
I actually know a new juice that's coming out in the next few months that features a very nice tropical lychee juice, Chris.
Would that also be featuring the face of some big bearded guy
I don't
with
know.
a bitch hitch?
I couldn't comment. I haven't got the bitch hits tonight. I couldn't comment, Chris, because I don't know the label design yet. But yes, it's mine.
Kind of guessed it would be, because you brought it up.
Yeah, so I've got to keep plugging it. I've got to slowly start that hype train going up. Once I get one of the last flavours sorted out, that is.
I'm guessing the chat is going to be on a certain juice that released today, or a few of the chat anyway.
Oh,
Brew
yes.
and Blaze stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess Tracy's on that.
No one's actually said what they're on tonight.
Yeah.
Kev, this mod, actually I got through Josh, my Vicious Ant Primo. He did me a good one, and it's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. I don't generally use it that much because I'm petrified about dropping it because everyone knows how clumsy I am. And me and regulated mods don't really last that well, so I use it sparingly.
No worries, Craig. If you want to ask our opinion on anything mod-wise, things like that, towards the end of the show, we do tend to put questions out to you guys if you want to ask us anything.
Yeah.
So
Questions from the audience.
That's if I can put the bumper on properly. But yeah,
and he calls me the orangutan.
I should have so practiced before. But
Yes,
never mind.
you should.
I've been at work all week, you know.
Not 24/7 though.
No, I sleep.
All right, Ryan said he's on the PAL 2 Pro with Zap Juice Blueberry. Ooh. ACL energy drink, caffeinated stuff. Oh my god.
It's got caffeine added to it, Chris.
Ooh.
You can get a vape juice with caffeine in now.
Yeah, that's a bad idea with me.
The sap juice, it's actually quite good and it does work. I've had a few
Does it?
bottles. It does work. You get a buzz off it.
Oh, nice. I'll definitely have to try that.
It's just a zap
Kev's-
juice.
Kev's steeping some dinner Lady Lemon, which is
Oof.
absolutely lovely.
Yeah,
You'll
Dinner
enjoy
Lady's
that,
Lemon
Kev.
Tart's quite nice, to be honest.
It used to be a lot better before they took out
Yes.
the ice at all.
But yeah, it's still a really good juice. You'll enjoy it, man.
That's a nice setup with some nice juice, Craig.
Yeah, well,
Craig's on
His
his
five-
Fatal mod.
Same as me. But
Yeah,
obviously
M25 with his Fatality M25. Good tank, actually. I've still got mine in the cupboard. It's just since I had the Juggernaut, that's taken precedent.
it's the only RTA I've ever owned 5 of. That's all I'll say on the M25, really. I have got 5 of them.
the Wicked Diction he's on seems to be creating a bit of a buzz around a certain group.
Yes, the creme anglaise. I need to speak to Tracy
Yes.
at Wicked Diction actually and review some of the juices again because they've remastered some of them and brought new ones. So I'll speak to them and see if I can get a review up. And they are the ones making my juice, by the way. I make no secret.
Oh, Wicked Dictionary.
Wicked Diction is the factory that I'm using to make my juice.
Oh,
Nice.
That's
nice. Very nice.
There was only going to be them, if I'm honest. They are my manufacturers. The factory is only 80 miles down the road from me, so it just made sense.
Oh. It's a tight tie. But then Ryan, so I've just read Ryan's Firehouse Lemon's better. We can mention another brand other than Vaporani and Lloyd throws a wobbly. No, I do remember that Firehouse Lemon Blast. That was actually quite nice.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time since I tried the Dinner Ladies one. Last time I tried it, I think they gave me a hat and a bottle of it for doing a cloud on the Titan with my Lassimo because they'd never seen a mod that big. And he's like, really?
Yeah,
but they never used the promo.
Have been quite quiet of late, releasing new juices.
Yeah.
They haven't done it in a long while.
I haven't seen much or heard much from them for a while, to be honest.
One of the main advertising sales guys left John and went elsewhere. Good evening, Ian. Mr. Nasty Coils in the house. Hope you're well, buddy.
That's another guy I haven't seen for a while. Nasty Coils. How you doing, mate?
He had a break from social media and he's back now.
Yeah.
I
do admit social media can get a bit on top of you at times.
It's good to have a break every now and again.
Yeah. Just let everybody know that if you would like anything put up on the Cool Wall, just PM the LXV page or PM myself, Chris Hollingshead, on Facebook, and I will get them together.
And I will completely... Well, no, because Josh will be back doing it.
Yes. Ooh, topside lights with an APOC.
Kev, I don't think they do concentrate. They have a massive range to Wicked Diction. One of my favourite is the trifle. They do a trifle flavour, and that's rather tasty.
One of those sitting on the shelf. I've not got around to trying it yet.
Apparently Ryan misses the titties. I don't miss titties because I just look down.
Yeah.
Or just look at Vinny, who's got bigger ones than Pamela Anderson back in the 90s.
No comment. CC Coils now. So it's no longer nasty, it's
CC Coils.
CC Coils. Oh.
Can we ask what the CC stands for?
That's a good question, Chris. Where's them pictures go?
You know you can minimise windows as well, yeah?
Shush, Chris.
Yeah, there'll be that special magical bar at the bottom of the screen.
Just Chris.
That's why I shaved my chest, Ryan.
When he gets bullied on the one live that he does.
Hey, he bullies me when I'm not on the show.
Well, I hope people can't see this on YouTube, but I'm just getting ready for the Cool Wall.
Yeah, Vin, we can see you working around all your windows.
Can you see it on the screen?
Jesus, the size of that porn file. Really? It's even in alphabetical order. Rim jobs counterclockwise, rim jobs clockwise. What the hell are you doing, Vin?
CC stands for Commentary City Coils.
Oh, you're in Coventry?
I'm guessing so, Chris.
Yeah. I didn't even think he lived in Coventry. That's not too far from me.
No, it's not actually, is it?
No.
Oh, that's pretty.
What?
The mod.
Yeah, we could see the mod moving around the screen, Vin.
Oh, shit.
Sneak preview for the Cool Wall.
I'm now doing it off screen to try and not see it. They stayed on that other stream, so they all disappeared. Right, I'll just do them as live and just bring them up as live.
Josh is asking your juice will be timed to the coils then if it's being made by Wicked Diction.
Yes, they use very minimal sweetener. The flavour I'm having difficulty with is my s'mores flavour. Yes, I'm doing a s'mores flavour, and at the moment We have a really stunning chocolate flavour for the s'mores. It's just a bit too overpowering of the marshmallow and the graham cracker. So that's the only hold up right now.
Can't you just add less of the graham cracker and the marshmallow?
No, it needs to be less of the chocolate, but you need to balance it out with the marshmallow and the graham cracker. It's, yeah.
If you're tasting too much of the graham cracker and the marshmallow.
No, you can't taste enough of them.
Oh, we'll just add more of it.
The chocolate overpowers it, so you've got to lower the chocolate, but bring the other two up a bit. And then balance.
Wouldn't you just bring out a pure chocolate one then?
After we've found how good this chocolate is, in my next release of juices, I may well do a chocolate cake.
Ooh. So does that mean the LXV team will begin to try your juice?
Yeah, it'll be available.
Live on air?
It'll be available from Vaporoni for you to buy.
So you're not going to do... So, yeah, typical Vinny gets everything for free, but doesn't give anything for free.
I've invested a fortune!
So, you could get live sample.
I get team prices.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll just go speak to AMS.
Yeah, I'll make sure he charges you full price.
It's not s'mores, Kev. It's s'mores. So it's like a biscuit base with chocolate and marshmallow. It's a right American camping treat.
Yes,
rather nice when you get it right. Anyway, sorry, I just realised I'm chopping the bottom of Lloyd out because I moved him. Sorry, Lloyd.
You moved everybody, I think.
I only see the comments. I just leave the stream up top.
Great. The flavour of the chocolate is not the issue. The chocolate flavour in what I'm making right now is really, really good. Really good. And it doesn't taste like a lot of them taste. It actually tastes like chocolate. It's a very special concentrate that we source from the States, which is also delayed things, but it will be worth it. It will be worth it. I hope. Right then, fellas. Shall we crack on? Have we got any news? There was something, but I can't really remember what it was.
I remember seeing something, but I can't for the life of me remember what it is.
The only thing I remember is Cambridge are looking at banning smoking outside pubs and restaurants, but that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, right, we'll do the cool wall then.
Yeah, I was going to say I could look through the chat, but there was a lot of gifts sent.
That could take a long time, though.
Yeah.
Especially how much shit we chat.
For me at all yet. There we go. It's just starting now.
I'll let you know when it starts playing for me. Oh, there you go. Well, you might as well start with the blue one that you were showing off. Yes. I'll let you know when it comes up again. And I'm not on about other things, I'm on about the mod.
What do you mean it's nice to see me come prepared, Josh? I missed something.
Oh. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Silent Vinny again.
Yep. And so I just heard him say, yeah, to someone, so I think he's in trouble. Okay. That wants to climb up me. A dog that wants fuss. Piss off, John. Oh, it's little.
Obviously,
Good night, Oliver.
DNA.
Apparently, there's no sound from you, Vin, again. Right. Lloyd, what do you think of it? Me, personally, I think it's fucking stunning.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty.
Yes.
Really pretty. I was looking, you've got all the right colours for you. Stabwood, love it. It's like a nice pale stabwood with a blue red, and I love blue.
Well, the one that you're seeing on screen is from stabwoods.co.uk. It's
the next one
the
now.
Marcus 083, and it's 550 quid. The engraving, I don't know. The engraving on the front panel, wow. That actually is really nice.
Yeah, it's very similar to mine, the engraving. It's
They do like in a
titanium. I don't think that's going to pick up very well.
No, you're using a dustbin lid for a cab.
That's the same as yours, you cheeky twat.
Yeah, but I've got the light better.
Yeah.
I have a better.
Yeah, I've just got two massive proper lighting setups and they're not working.
I'm using a light from IKEA.
Bugger. Yes,
Yeah,
Kev, that's
do
modders
an
have stopped
awesome
shipping to America.
We can't hear you again, buddy. Just like
Hey?
we can't.
I can hear you again.
Sorry, people. I apologise for being able to hear me again.
It's an 18650, single 18650, which is pretty much normal, so.
Yeah, it's because the
Yeah, they don't build them as big powerhouses and that lot. They build them for lower end,
But, I mean,
like higher bills, low wattage.
is that a fairly recent mod?
I
They
don't
don't
think
really
it is.
say no, I don't think they are.
They always
I've
seem
seen
to
it.
have stocks of the older mods. I know the Duke are the relatively new ones.
I was going to say if it's like a new mod, there's no really excuse for putting it 18650.
Oh, I know the Duke. I know the
21,700.
Duke's are 21700.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you've got what looks to be on the pictures the bare wood at the top, just underneath the titanium, and you got that blue and green resin at the bottom. That actually does look quite nice.
Yes. Is it still up? Or are you just looking on the website?
I'm looking on the website.
That's okay then.
See, because I come prepared. I come prepared and actually keep the web pages open.
How do I kick him?
Well, because I'm smart enough to actually keep a web page open.
Excuse me. Fucking hell.
Keeps choking tonight. Get it.
Yeah, I'm not used to it anymore. Taking big hits down the throat.
Craig, that's not bad. I will take two. 550 quid, I'll take none.
Yeah, there is
Oh.
that element with Vicious Hand, but you
Then-
get what you pay for as well.
Again, I'll always say if you're a hobbyist, you're willing to pay that sort of money for that stuff. So you can't really factor in the price when you get into this high end stuff.
See you later, John.
See you, John. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, but then there's quite a good second-hand market, and they do retain the value. That's the thing with Vicious Hand stuff. They retain the value really well.
Yes. I mean, if I was to pay 550 quid for a brand new mod, or 500 quid, or even 450 quid for a second-hand mod,
Yeah.
I'd probably be leaning more towards the new, pay the extra 100 quid and get the brand new one.
Yeah.
Personally, yeah. I mean, I buy a lot of mods second-hand.
Yeah.
I mean, my hog I bought from Paul. Same with the RDA with it. I've got a few others that I've bought second-hand over the years. I have no problems with that. It's like one of them ones. If you're going to go for something that kind of price and it's not much of a price drop, you might as well just go brand new if you can. Obviously, unless it's a limited edition, you can't buy them anymore.
Yeah.
Then obviously, you got no choice.
Okay, right, let's have a vote, chaps, on the Vicious Ant Marquis. Nominated
Sub-Zero.
by Kev. Oh, well, Chris has shot his load early there, folks.
Sorry. Shake it out.
Lloydie.
Yeah,
Are you-
Sub-Zero is
oh,
a
I
real
thought
thing.
you'd go the Scottish route with the price there.
No. Like I've always said with vaping, when you're looking at the really high end stuff, you don't really factor in the price. You know, you buy what you can seem fit. So, I mean, it is really expensive, and it is an 18650. But
Is it?
Basically, it's a sports car. You don't buy it for
Yeah.
being cheap. You buy it because you want it.
I'd always wanted a Vicious Ant since I started vaping about 3 months into seeing them, I saw a Vicious Ant, and I was just like, wow. And then I got the opportunity to grab one, and I'm still wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had to change my vaping style for it, but the finish and the quality, I can sit and just rub it, and it's just rubbing wood, and it's just really nice. And the lovely titanium engraving, it's just really nice to rub it nice and gently.
Don't say rub it and rub the wood while I have the Cool Wall document covering the chat and I'm taking a vape.
I'm sat here
You know how
rubbing
my
it as
mind
well,
works.
Chris. I'm rubbing it right now for you.
I can see you. You know, good job, Hayley Ayon, because she'd be in stitches.
But yeah, they are definitely Vicious Ant and Sub-Zero all the way through. Apart from that stupid fucking pod that they released, though.
Yeah, that should really be one like that.
I know Dean the Devil Vapors got one to review. I wouldn't mind seeing his thoughts on it. I don't know if he's done it yet or not. Yeah.
He has to stroke his wood a lot. He's married.
Exactly. Okay, next up I'm gonna go a little bit of a curveball here.
Is that one
Sub-Zero, yeah, Sub-Zero.
Yeah. Jay Hay slags them off because he can't get a good deal with them.
Yeah,
basically. He used to praise them until they took the piss out of them,
they worked together. And
Yeah.
then Jay designed an RTA, and Vicious Ant may or may not have just stole the design and not credited it to him and paid him for it.
Yeah.
Oof.
The Skylar.
That's not that.
I have the Skylar, and it just smacks of being designed by Jay Hayes.
Although Jay Hayes will slag off his cereal if I'll get him some views. So.
Yeah, we know he likes a bit of a drama. Anyway, let's move on. This one is not a device. It is.
Yeah.
It is vape related, and it's this, which is not where it should be. There we go. I'll bring it in from that side. It's the Molicel 21700, the P4-2A.
Yep.
It's
That one was by Zippy.
bit of a game-changing cell, really. It for many, not the final nails into the coffin of the 18650 mechanical mods.
I don't know. I like the Molicels for in the 18s as well. If they would fit in my hog, I would have loved them even more.
Yeah, that's my issue with Molicel, is they don't sort of match up with what was previously on the market.
That's because every mech before them was actually designed for the
25R.
No,
25Rs and 30Ts.
the 30Ts, yeah.
Yeah.
And they are slightly different diameters. Obviously, Molicel are one of the few battery companies that produce batteries aimed purely at vaping.
Yeah.
They produce the batteries. That's the big
They
thing.
came in at the right time as well.
Yeah, just to start building.
Well, no, we could have done one about 4 years ago, Chris, if we're honest.
I'm all about the 21700s. They threw them in at the right time.
Kev, if you run a 21700 mech, I'd suggest get one, but I also find them really good in regulate devices. They last so long. It is unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Best place to buy them, and the place you know where they're going to be safe, is definitely Fogstar.
Yes.
If you ever get offered some by a guy called Scripps, tell him to go for stuff from up his arse. And tell him to take a head dive into some water while they are up there.
And good evening, Mr. Mosson. I hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. And Mr. Toop as well. Good evening, Sean.
Hey,
welcome to the fuck up show of the LXV, because I'm running it tonight.
Yeah, the start was very, very dodgy. I'll give you that. It was definitely a dodgy Dave.
Dodgy Dave.
But it seems to be all right at the moment.
I'm trying, all right? I'm trying.
That is true, Tracy. They're good batteries, but if they don't fit, then they can't be Sub-Zero. But there are other people that have used them and do use them in other hogs. So that could be down to my hog personally not
you
being...
having an older hog.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Four Horsemen is one of the older ones.
Yeah, it's basically the V3, if I remember right, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
just with obviously the nicer design on the picture than the normal plane V3.
That was designed by Deathwish, wasn't it?
Yes.
Horseman. Yes. One of the things that actually took me to it was Deathwish always did some really nice.
It's Christopher Prince, isn't it? The art guy.
I don't really know too much.
Artwork, yeah.
But quite a few times I've been standing on the Evo stand at Expo just drooling at some of the Deathwish mods and like crying at the same time because my wallet does not support that.
And Chris has posted a question. What's our opinion on Vapcell? They're getting better. I had some of the early ones.
Was that the ones with the purple wrap on them?
No, they're mainly black.
Are these maybe the Molicel colours? And I know there's a new cell kicking about, which
I think Vapcell have released a new cell. Whether that's that one, it might not be. I don't really know.
See, I'm like a lot of other vapors. I find a very good battery that everybody tends to agree on and stick to them for a while until a new good one comes out, and then I'll look into them and use them. Talking of batteries, as some of the guys in the chat, like in the show tonight, know I do tabletop gaming. I was talking to one of the guys who was telling me he has a battery that has an inbuilt USB charger. The battery has a USB port to charge the battery.
In the bed.
I'm like, that can't be right. I'm like, no, that's
a torch battery.
Yeah, a proper torch battery. You did say like, but it's like I've never heard of that before in my entire life.
Torch batteries, you can often get that. Please don't tell me he's running that in a vape.
No, he's using it for this like stupidly mega bright torch. Literally just one 18650 with the USB charger built into it.
Yeah.
And he just lights it up, and it's like a million watt. Those big 5 million.
That's fine. That
lights.
will not frazzle his battery. That is fine.
No, but he's just talking of batteries, and that's just reminding me. I'm like, I've never heard of that before in my entire life. And my natural instinct is that can't be safe. He's like, no, I've been using this for a little while, and he's been using the same brand for donkeys, and he says like not one's ever vented on it. But still, my personal.
It's only in a torch, Chris. It's not going to be drawing a high amperage.
I know that I'm about the charging via a USB to the physical battery.
Yeah, that's
to me personally. That's
great, does it?
Yeah.
Can you external charge it as well?
Yeah, you can external charge it as well.
I'd still be external charging it, so it's just a gimmick that would just never be used.
But he charges on via the USB on the actual battery. I'm like, no thanks.
Right, back to the Molicel.
Ongoing cool.
Thank you, Chris. Lloyd?
I'll put it sub-zero. They came in at a time, and they're aimed to keep our industry alive, rather than you be used for something else and then whinge about it when one of them blows up by bad fucking usage.
And I'm actually running one. No, I'm not.
I'm running one in this.
I was running one in this.
I've got its sister here.
I've used this from 7 o'clock this morning until 3 o'clock when I came home when I changed my cell.
Oh, regulated. That's cute.
Yeah, it's regulated. Yeah, I haven't used a mech for a few weeks again. Actually, I need to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're want to get rid of that stack, mate, hit me up.
Well, I don't know. I might have something I could trade for the destroyer.
That's what he's on about, Chris.
Yeah, you ain't getting that destroyer. I'm next. I'm next. I will literally fight you for it.
It's going nowhere, that one.
I've got a nice Hulk, mate.
Nah. Nah. Right.
I've got another pouch you could actually put on a desk without it going off.
Yeah, I've got. Yeah, I won't want one now, Chris. Right, I'm going to go Sub-Zero. So the Molicel, Chris, goes Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. Yep.
Okay, what do I go? Well, I've got 2 left. I've got a Reg and a Mech.
No, you've got 3 left.
Well, I've only got 2 on here. Oh, yes. Yes. Now, where did I put that one? Is that one? I can't tell. Bear with me, folks.
Is it the tank?
I'm just checking which one this is. I can't find the tank.
Next running a P2A and a pair of P2A. I don't know what P2. P26A. I don't know what they are.
Bear with me, I'm just going to go get this tank. I can't believe we're doing this tank, by the way.
Kev just said, well, that's embarrassing. I just found 2 Molicel batteries in my vape collection. I grabbed for my Saga mod and bats and never used. I don't think I've ever had batteries and a mod that I've never used that I bought and forgot about.
Oh, I have.
I will always get new batteries in rotation, and they replace 2 older batteries. So
I tend to just buy a big batch. I'll just buy a big batch of like 16 to 20 of them, and then after a year, just swap them all out for new ones.
That gets pricey doing that though.
Who nominated the smock, Chris?
I did, because Nick's nomination, I could not find a picture bigger than a postage stamp that didn't look like it was taken on a phone from the 80s.
Now, this is the smock baby beast, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and the picture should be up now. It's kind of gone strange because there's no background on it.
Yeah. Okay. How did that happen?
I had no idea.
No, I when I had my Alien, that came with the matching tank.
There you go, look, I'll fit it next to Lloyd.
Stick it over, Lloyd, yeah. That's a good thing.
Alright.
There you go, Lloyd. It now looks like you're vaping on a baby beast.
Yeah, and it's also covered half of your face. But yeah, I had multiples of these over the years in the early days of vaping, and
I was just watching the delayed.
Yeah, same here.
Just moving oils and then
just moving the.
Hey,
sorry, mate.
I'm trying here. I am trying.
I'll give you your dues. We haven't crashed yet. I haven't had to pull out the finish, fucked it up already. Yeah, for a while.
Not since the start.
Not since the start.
Yeah, I think I've actually got one of these.
Yeah,
Sean Troop says bin it. No.
I mean, it got a lot of people off smoking.
Yes.
It's also helped a lot of people off disposables and making the transition from like the 50/50 juice into the better juice, therefore enhancing their vaping experience, which is what you're all about, you know.
If you just read that off the Smock website.
No,
it sounded like it.
I'm looking at it. It's still small. It's still small. It still had the chimney piece that you had to buy. It still had Dookie coils. It still had
coils were the
issues.
worst thing ever.
It still had leaking issues, but it did help a lot of people.
I never had one leak on me. The flavour for a little tank, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. There was better on the market, but the market is basically flooded with baby beasts, and you can pick them up cheap.
They were so accessible. Every shop, and even probably every corner shop had it.
In every market stall.
That's also a plus, though, for getting your coils.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was also a good thing, because after 30 minutes of use, I would kill one off. You know, it would be burnt.
I think Smock probably have the most devices in Sub-Zero as well.
But they also bring out the most devices on the market.
That is very true, Lloyd.
They'll change like I don't know, one line on the panel, but look, we've got a new device.
Yes, Nick. That's when I started to actually get properly into handmade coils. Was when I bought the RBA base.
Yes.
For the big beast, not the baby beast, the big beast.
Actually, no, man. I went from something like this Smock baby beast. I went and got a Griffin 25.
I was on between that or the big beast, and because I'd had the baby beast a few times previously and liked it, I went for the big beast.
Right. With
the RBA base. It was one case of the better the devil you know than you don't kind of scenario. And I used to buy some really horrible gas coils, pre-made ones that were, I'd just get some single wire, things like that. But that was my introduction into handmade, bespoke coils in a way.
It's actually all right. It's just a bit tender. Still swollen.
What have you been doing to it, Lloyd?
Yeah, what you want about that nap you had earlier?
No, she got a new tattoo. got a new tattoo.
Is that a
Lloyd's-
Jigglypuff?
So it's like a lotus watercolor thing.
I thought it was a
Found it really
Jigglypuff.
Well, it was a Jigglypuff. A Jigglypuff. It's a Pokemon.
Oh.
I mean, you could have
Right.
gone the other way and just went for a computer game character.
I was getting my barmaid skills in.
I just wondering who's going to be the first one to get an LXV tattoo.
I don't know.
It's in the pipeline.
Really?
Yeah,
Is Vio and won't even give us free juice? It's online.
yeah, but I might not. Seeing Vinny's like, you got to pay full price for my juice.
My juice is not associated to the LXV.
But it kind of is. You keep mentioning it.
I just,
As much as associated to LXV as Vaporoni. Come off it.
well, no, it's probably more so because I'm on this show, Chris.
But, well,
I'm
yeah,
the host. The host.
one of them.
Host. Right. What? Baby Beast. Let's have your votes.
I'm gonna go low end cool
Yeah.
because
I'm
it got a lot of
right
people off. It got a lot of people off the fags and off like disposables, jewels, and shit like that. So I can't say uncool, even though if it didn't do that, he definitely would have gone shit bin. In the bin. I'm going to take
Yeah.
Josh's bit there.
Yeah, I would say the same. If it didn't have so much effect to smokers making like the vape journey better or getting them off the fags, it would have just been shit bucket of room 101. If it was like a coil like the that big TF16 thing that they had.
Yep.
Yeah, the big
That,
beast.
if it was like that, it would have been straight in the bin. But because this one actually had a lot of impact to vapors, I'm going to put it cool. Regrettably,
I love the TFE 16.
I like the flavour from that, but
Yeah.
I also burnt one out in like 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, that was
And
my
that
biggest
happened more
hatred
often
of.
than not.
That's fair. Sorry, just closing my back door. Yeah, that was my biggest pet peeve with smart tanks altogether, even though I won't buy another one because their stock coils were always the shittest thing ever.
Not anymore.
You get decent flavour.
Not anymore.
You'd get 5-10 minutes of like really good flavour, then it just petered down. Then after half an hour max, it'd be just burnt. You'd be like,
So where are you two gone on the Baby Beast?
So,
low end cool, just
Yeah,
because of
Well,
how influential.
I'm putting it in the bin because I think it's a crock of shit. I hated that tank.
Yeah, but that's because it was tiny.
I hated that tank. It was a crock of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it had its issues, and like I said, if it didn't have so much impact to vapors,
It's the
I would have
only
put it in the bin.
smock tank I've had that leaked, and the coils were a fucking nightmare. The legs were sticking out the bottom of the coils, and it was shorting, and in the fucking bin.
Well, you may voted anyway.
That one's for you, Josh. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference anyway.
No,
does it?
like I said, normally anything smoke I would try and put in the bin, but this one, because it did have impact. See, I'm being sensible with this one.
Okay.
I'm not going on a drunk run.
And the next one on the call is nominated by our absent co-host Haley, and it's this, the Hera mod from Ambition Mods.
Now, that isn't the exact one she sent me, because the one she sent me was frosted clear on a white background.
Right.
So when you looked at it, you couldn't see it. He's
Okay.
like he's trying to see Casper the Ghost in bright sunlight.
That looks really nice.
That was the best one I could find. That's the one with the black part that comes in frosted clear, clear, frosted, or frosted black. So it's still sort of transparent, but frosted and in black.
It reminds me very much of Josh's Limelight.
So I'm guessing the curved part is where the screen is.
Yes, and
That
by
we
the
cut
look
out
of it,
previous year.
Yeah,
the
there's-
button on the side
Yeah.
Is
is the fire button. Yes.
And then the wee like sort of dark cloud bit is where the screen is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take it down. Do we know the specs, Chris, please?
Yeah, I will find it. Just let me change my web page over. Right,
It looks stunning.
Oh, it's actually already on it. You've also got a stainless steel and a blue. The blue actually looks the best. It's $57.99 at the moment through Nature Vape.
That's not a bad price. What chip is it, Chris?
I'm just reading out what it says now. Features is cooperation between Ambition Mods and RSS Mods from Italy. Max power output is 60 watts with a variable wattage, temperature control, nickel, titanium, and stainless steel. OLED display, ergonomic shape, 0.91 inch OLED display, efficiency of 91%, plus and minus buttons on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's literally all it
What's
says.
sell, Chris? 21,700.
It does not state on the site, but I am assuming it's
single 18650.
Nah.
But then again, it does say max wattage of 60, so it's not built as a powerhouse. It's built more for Josh's style of vaping. So someone like Josh may enjoy that type of mod.
The description I'm reading from it is it presents a design worthy of the most beautiful high-end mods. It's an atomizer worth of a 25mm. A chipset of Ambition mods is precise, stable, reliable, and with all necessary protections.
Is Ambition mods from the Ambition reviewer? Is it Derek?
I don't know.
Ambition's mods. I wonder
Let's
if
have a
it's Ambition's Vapor.
Might be.
I'm guessing it may well be. And the Italian maker is known for doing quite high end.
It's a Shenzhen company.
Aware,
Ambition Mods, Shenzhen Modi Tech Co. Specialising in research and development and manufacturing of vapes, basically.
Yeah, so it's not linked to the channel. Okay.
No.
That's
Which also brings me nicely to what I was going to say about when I clicked on enlarged the picture, the blue one.
Yes.
It looks as cheap as the jelly box.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Personally,
especially from the clear one, you're just getting
they
look jelly box vibes from it.
Yes. The solid black, personally, is the best looking one there.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the transparent one.
And the site that I've found it on is $43.99. That's on sale from $64.99. 65 quid basically if it's not on sale.
Guys, talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
I don't know. He's got cramp.
I'm not the microphone.
Not a fan of how it looks. I don't like the colour.
No.
Don't like how cheap it looks.
But then again, it's less than 60 quid, so...
Yeah, I know, but that's if people are not selling it on sale. It's got to be 65 quid otherwise.
So I saw it for like 57 on, as I said. So I wouldn't pay.
That's a lot of money for like a Chinese mod.
Then a lot of mods are Chinese this day and age.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, look at back in the day, we'd pay 50, 60 quid for a smock.
Yeah.
So that's sort of one. Is it? Have they made this to put it towards the beginner market? Those that want to try something new that doesn't cost the earth, and then move on to something that does, to like a vicious ant.
If they're trying to put it towards the beginner market, it can't even go higher enough for some of the coils that are out there.
But then not everybody vapes really high. I mean, I know Tracy doesn't vape really high. Josh has been vaping for donkey's years as well, so it's one of them ones. Me personally, I'm just going to say, shit bin.
Yeah,
personally,
I think I'm going to put it in the shit bucket. Purely on the design and how it looks, I'm not a fan of it at all.
The design, it looks cheap to me, but then it's a cheap mod. The plastic just looks too cheap. Kind of thing is just giving off them vibes. Just got to wait for Mr. Cramp here. Kev says bin it. Sean says it's a decent price mod. Looks nice. Price isn't bad. 60 watts max output. But it's more for mouth to lung style tank. Yes, that's exactly what he said. What it is. Bin. Yeah. What's your thoughts, guys? Well, I'm waiting for this one down here to bloody move on.
Sean doesn't go over 50 watts normally for.
So it'd be more suitable for people like Sean, Tracy, maybe Josh, if you wanted a cheap carry along for the day at work, and you can pry him away from his line lights.
18650 mod as well, though. I'm not a fan of 18650 mods. Like
Then-
even mechs, I try and stay away from 18650 mechs.
Yeah, but that's nowadays.
Yeah.
Back in the past, kind of
But
thing.
is this quite an older mod?
I'm not actually quite sure.
So, are we thinking the quality on this isn't much good then?
Well, some people are liking it. You know, the Nasty Calls is enjoying it. You know, Sean, I think, likes it, and a few others. So, but me personally, I'm not feeling it.
It looks nice. It's just the quality's
Vaping-
dubious.
Yes.
So, Vaping Bogan put a video up on the 7th of September 2020 for that.
So it's not that old then.
Not that old, so there's really no excuse for it to be an 18650. 18650 should be like dead cell.
Kev
for
says just checked, and the Molly cell fits my Kennedy, so I think I need to try them.
Definitely.
Nick still rocks a 18650. I mean, I still
Yeah,
rock
I
them
mean-
in some of my mods as well.
I mean, I've got my one mech, which is the Death mod Rogue, and then I've got the
Sure. Have you actually tried
got
one of
this
these?
for
I'm guessing he has. Cause it says
Yeah,
the
because
quality
he's
in
just
the
saying
hand.
his hands.
sounds
Are,
like it.
yeah. Because I know he bought the. Did he have the jelly boxes as well? Both versions, the dual and the single battery.
No, that was Gavin.
Oh, was that Gavin?
Yeah, Gavin Lowe. Gavin Lowe loves Drinkle.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The jelly box is an all right mod. It's just it feels really just cheap. The plastic
Yeah.
just feels too cheap for
See,
my
that's the
liking.
thing, though. You can't really make like a nice plastic, really, is there? I mean, you've got Delrin.
That's-
Delrin's like the nicest plastic you can get for vaping.
Yeah, and I think that's where. What are your thoughts on it then, Sean? Obviously, except for the quality in the hands is decent.
It's ideal for Sean's way of vaping, though, as well, because he vapes very similar.
I don't
So,
know, I just feel like with like plastic mods, I mean, I'd probably go Vinny on it and break it pretty easy, just heavy-handed. I remember with being like a console player, you know, you get really into a game and you grip your controller quite tight, you hear it all crack, you're like, oh, that's what I get from like plastic mods as well.
yeah. I not had a good thing. Right, then, let's have a vote on the Ambition mods, the hero.
So me and Chris have already said shit bucket.
Oh, well, it makes no difference, but I'd have gone cool.
Well, shall we just add the first vote from comments to make it a bit more even?
No, because it might make it a draw then.
True. Oh, and shit bucket it is.
See if we could
Vinny,
take-
you're losing tonight.
Never mind.
No, I mean, I wasn't a fan of the design as well, not just purely because it's based on the plastic. I didn't like the design.
I like the design. I like the look of it. It's just I personally feel the plastic just makes it look too cheap.
We have one left, fellas, and it's a regulated, and it's from a aforementioned company, Rinco. It is the Mechman 228 watts, which I personally have and still works, I think. I don't actually know.
Very, very well worn.
Some batteries in it.
No, I ain't got enough with me. But there it is. That's the Mechman on the screen with the images. And are you ready for this? This is what's left of mine. It is battered. It did work until a few weeks ago. I've no idea if it still does from then. But yeah.
Yeah, very battered.
I think they retailed at about 28 quid. I'll throw that in before we start.
What, brand new when they first came out, or
Yeah.
Next
Seriously,
day, 30
30
boss,
quid?
I'm on the panel because I made that a draw.
Bollocks.
Yeah, but then we would have had to put it to a vote
Yeah.
from the viewers again.
Yeah.
We would. They did come in many designs and prints, Nick. There was
The
lots
Union
of
Jack
them.
was my favourite, by far.
Yeah, it's the one I didn't get.
But then again, I did hear a lot of people did have a lot of problems with them shorting, dying, screen going,
The Mechman?
things like that. Apparently so, yes, from what I remember hearing of them.
That very much surprises me. I know it. I know the Jelly Box did.
Yeah, my Jelly Box out the box had missing pixels on the screen.
Yeah,
It still
but
does.
I wish I had another 18650 here now, but I haven't. But this thing, it's got every mode possible. It's got bypass. It's got all your temp modes. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. I'll try it later.
Sean Rinko made it.
Yeah, it's Rinko Mechman 228 watt, and they also did a single version, which was like a tube one.
Yeah, I remember when it came out. I was actually still very much a regulated guy. It was when I was working in a vape shop. I was waiting for the vape shop to get them in, and they sold off the shelves very quick. I never got a chance to get one.
Yeah, I never did get one. Mostly due to my own stupidity, thinking that was going to be a very expensive mod.
No, and
Yeah, I thought they were going to be pretty pricey as well, but I think that's why they flew off our shelves so quick, is because of how cheap they were. They were an easy sell.
yeah, and I've never had an issue with mine. Obviously, the Jelly Box has, but the Mechman for me was far superior to the Jelly Box. Far superior, and it came with an alright tank as well.
I tell a lie. There was one left, but I didn't want to get it because I'm patriotic and I didn't want the Union Jack.
Was it a Union Jack one as well?
It was. I think it's still.
Finney's now hating you a lot more, and Nick's hating us for calling it the Union Jack and not the Union flag. Even though everybody in the UK calls it the Union Jack.
It's the Union Jack. It's not the Scottish flag, Who cares?
Moving on swiftly.
Just like you would say, it's not the English flag. Who cares?
Vin, do you want to just make this a pure English show?
No, because I don't know how to do it.
What's that?
Half of my cider.
The Manta was
thank you.
completely different device.
You don't like it?
No, I just
That was one. They released a Manta with 5 images, and I believe that was a PWM. Rather than a chip, and that was rather good. I know someone who has all 5 of the finishes.
Rinko, I've always seen Rinko as one of those companies that do decent and good quality mods, but fly under the radar kind of thing.
People just see the price and think it's cheap and it'll be shit.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of it is. I mean, the Jelly Box,
That didn't help.
it didn't deliver.
No.
It had such potential.
You see, there's a lot of people that love the Jelly Box as well, though.
Yeah,
It's an alright mod. I'll give it that. It's an alright mod.
I dropped mine on padded flooring and the aluminium broke.
No, I've dropped mine. I've knocked mine off the side table next to my
You
sofa.
know that
What?
safety flooring you can get that's like that padding? That's what I dropped mine on, and the aluminium clasp broke.
From what I gathered with the Jelly Box was the single battery was a lot better than the dual. That was what I managed to take away with everybody's comments from what I've seen.
On the
From
Jelly
the-
Box, yeah.
On the jelly.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about the Jelly Box, we're talking about the Metro.
Yeah. Yes.
The Mechman 228 watts, and I'm going to vote, and I'm going to put it Sub-Zero. For the price, you can't really knock it, and it had every feature you could possibly think of, and it fired really quickly, and I can't wait to try to see if mine still works.
You're going to need to put a video of you trying it first try that.
First,
Or you just quickly go and get some batteries while I'm on the show.
No, I'm not going to go running around. I don't even think I've got any charged, actually. No, I haven't. I've been at work all day.
Who runs about with no charged batteries?
Yeah.
It's like Stone Age, Vinny.
But yeah, but I've been at work, Lloyd. I haven't been upstairs and put them in the big charger yet, so... actually, I have got some.
Go get them then.
No, the kids are in bed. I'm not.
Hey, hang on. When I pulled my Tesla out and told you I'd ran over it and everything, you said put some batteries in it.
Oh,
It'll go
fine. I'll go
on.
get some. I'll turn the camera off so you don't see me belly.
I'm going to vote Sub-Zero as well. I remember I really, really wanted one when it was first released, when I was not a mech kid. And even still, I'd probably try and buy one now.
I mean, even right now, I'm looking at it, and it's still the coolest looking mod I've seen. One of the coolest mods I've seen.
They're so really, even if you're just having it as a shelf piece, it's really nice just to look at.
I mean, the American flag, the British flag are the two that I like the most.
They have like a really nice eagle one.
No, they've got a digital. The ones I'm looking at right now, you've got an American flag, you've got a digital camo in green and white, and then you got the British flag, and then a pure black one, which doesn't look too bad, to be honest. And you can choose between either the flags with silver or the flags with black, same with the digital camo. Or you can go for a full murdered out one.
I swear I've seen an eagle one before. Oh no, they've got a wolf one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just on Google Images.
Neanderthal Vinny. Yeah, sure. I think it's pretty cool, especially for like less than 50 quid for that, and it does everything. Can anyone actually tell me if it actually hit pretty hard?
Oh, I have a bit of a past judgment on that one.
That's what I'm on about. Was it actually did it hit well?
I've just put all the ones into the chat for you to have a look at.
I'll check on my phone. That's better.
Yeah, the wolf one looks really fucking nice.
Just come through. Can you tell Vinny's moved from the sofa to the fridge?
What?
We said your hair looks nice.
Thank you. Moment
Oh
of
yeah, I
truth.
can see the wolf one. See, all the framework around the front of it kind of ruins the picture, personally.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still really nice.
This won't work.
I'd still say the flags are better.
Yeah, stars and flags. The stars and stripes even. Fucking hell. I'm not even drunk yet. And I think this was customizable as well. Just looking through some YouTube picture, not YouTube pictures, Google pictures. It looks like people have made custom.
Holy
panels
shit,
for
it works!
Jesus. Go on, put a tank on it or something.
Oh, screen's on.
Jesus Christ. Now, Vinny, how well did it hit?
Oh, in the bypass mode was crazy.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to put it on. I'm taking the RDA off my Vicious Ant because that wasn't really that powerful enough for that RDA. So I'm now putting a titanium apocalypse onto a Rinko Mekman.
Sean's saying, sounds like Vinny just nicked the batteries out of Stanner stair lift.
Now, how did I change the mode?
No, I thought they used 21700s.
No.
Well, I mean, you look at it this way, with everyone turning into electric cars. I mean, if our vapes ever run out, we just go and nick some at the bottom of the car. We got some decent milliamp hours on them.
Would they be vape safe though? You would imagine so.
I'll just hit it at 100 watts. Rinko Mekman.
No, that's like that, watching him choke.
Go.
Oh.
Thank me much.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I made the mistake of buying the missus and my mum a Velocity, not thinking they'd be tapping into my battery supply.
Oh, schoolboy error.
Yeah, but at the same time though, it works out better because if I was to leave them to get batteries, they would just internally charge them.
Yeah.
Well, you can guess what mod I want from what we've all been seeing lately. A certain overkill one with what, 10,000 milliamp hours?
I dread to
That
think.
LiPo.
Have you actually asked him the price? Because the battery's going to be about 100 quid.
500 quid.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go, bypass mode.
But, mate,
Oh, God, oh.
Jesus.
Still hits well. Really well.
we've now new car battery technology, they're safer than current batteries. It's how the layers are folded and lets the heat dissipation happen more efficiently. That's what Chris was saying.
So I've just stopped using 18650s and started using lithium ions.
21700.
Yeah. I've gone to 20.
They've got the monocells in it.
Oh, is that why we've got such a short supply of them?
Tesla use 21700s.
Yeah, I thought they did. Oh, that still hits like a fucker. Right. Mechman, let's have a vote.
Sub. There we go.
Clean slate.
I can't believe it
first
still
time in
works.
life.
I really didn't think it'd work.
And Vinny won one tonight.
Look how battered it is. Look at it though. The paint literally is peeling off now. It literally just scrapes off. I dread to think how many times I've dropped this.
Oh, but have you run it over?
See, it looks like a workhorse sort of mod as well.
Yes. I tend to like workhorse mods.
It looks like it is meant to be like on a building site getting dropped on concrete and.
Oh, it's done all that, Lloyd, with me.
Kev, with lipos, it's very much the same as Vicious Ant mods.
No,
it's not
no,
that you
Chris,
need one, it's
never
what
owned
you
one.
want one.
What is lipo?
No, he's saying, do you need a lipo? It's like, well, it's not a case of do you need a lipo, it's do you want a lipo mod?
It's a celluloid.
Right.
Because
Because when I picked up that DNA off of Nick, he said it can be converted into lipo. I was like, I don't know what that is.
basically, once I've had lipo mods, I've had 5 of them.
Basically,
I've still got 3. Once you hit a lipo, it's very hard to look at your other mods. They hit incredibly hard, but the cells are quite volatile. If you have a lipo cell that goes into thermal meltdown, you want to be as far away from that motherfucker as you can get.
So how low can you build an lipo?
It depends on the mod and what board's in it. I've gone down to 0.1 in a lipo. I've also hit a lipo at over 1,000 watts. Which wasn't pleasant. I have done a video of me hitting one at 350 and that wasn't too bad. That was actually on an APOC.
Did you melt the APOC?
No. The APOC loved it and handled it really well.
Jesus.
I actually hit it about 4 times in a row before it went dry.
When you get in the DNA hog, when you hit that board?
I don't know.
He's still working on Brian to try and get
still
one.
working on Brian. They are bringing something new out though, aren't they?
Are they?
Yes, he's been sharing pictures and it looks like it's going to be a hog squonk combination maybe.
Oh no, fuck that.
Nah.
In the bin. Shit bucket.
Yeah. In the bin.
I don't actually think it'll be a hog. I think it's more of a Stormbreaker type shell. But we shall see.
One we'll see.
Yes. And there we go, folks. I think that's all the cool wall covered, Chris.
Yes, I only ever do 5 as it doesn't drag on too much. It seems to be the sweet spot.
Yay! Okay. Anyone got anything for Room 101?
Can I put Range Rover drivers in there?
No, vape related, Chris, please.
Well, he was vaping a shitty Juul at the time.
No. Anything? Okay. Anything at all?
Kev said he can't see past an 18650 series setup.
Well, 217 series is exactly the same. Your batteries will just last longer.
Yeah.
And it'll be bigger. So, each to their own, really. There. I suppose if you get a quad 21700, the size is an issue, because that hog that they did with 21700 was massive.
No, I want one.
Oh, you're me of about 4 years ago, Chris.
And I'll never change.
Yeah, I might actually see about testing my lipos and getting them sorted. I shall see.
Speak to Johnny, see if he'll test to make for you.
Well, no, because I've got a lifetime warranty, because I used to What did I used to do for Blitz? I used to promote them, I suppose.
Ah, see, I didn't know you had the lifetime warranty with them.
Yes.
See, if I knew that, I wouldn't have said to speak to Johnny.
Yes. Well, one's with him getting fixed. You remember my big plain alley one? That's my quad. Absolutely huge.
I've been
one.
asleep since then.
Yeah, I haven't had it for a while. I shall chase him up and see where that is, because that could actually run either dual series in parallel as a quad, or I could switch it over and run a lipo in it easily with just the connector pulling off and then just connecting it straight onto the lipo. So I shall chase that up. It'd be good to get my dump tank back on something, actually. Oh.
Sean, so I've just received a message from Sean asking if the OBS engine ran on the cool wall. I'm not sure what you mean, mate.
Yes,
I'm sure
we did it last week, I think, didn't we? The OBS.
I don't run it from during the show. I just
No, it's not on about that. It's on about a vape device.
Yeah, it's a tank.
Ah.
Top coil?
But he mentioned. Oh, he's asking if the OBS is on the cool wall.
Yes,
I'll have to double check it after the show.
I think we did it
Yeah,
last
just
week.
close it all down.
I think we did it last week.
Yes,
Just give me a minute.
Sean nominated it, didn't he?
Yes, that's the one, Sean. Yes, that was on there last week.
Yes, we did it last week.
I can tell you where it was. Just let me open
I
up the
didn't think I
document
was that
again.
drunk last week, but apparently I can't really remember much. So I remember in the pre-show I felt sick. I was like, right, I'm going to go.
Yeah, we did an OBS last week.
No, that was the Pico.
Might have been the
Ely
week before.
Pico
Though.
Squid.
We've done one somewhere.
Well, I've just searched OBS and no, got no
Cube.
OBS.
OBS Cube. Was it?
Cube. I like the Cube. It was a nice stealthy. Again, that came out back when I was
No,
working
apparently
in a vape
not.
shop.
No?
Nope.
Okay. There's one for next week, Chris.
There you go. There you go, Sean. That'll be on for next week's show.
Okay, what time are we at? We're only at an hour and 20. It'd be a bit earlier to go to questions. But
Yeah, just a touch.
we haven't got an
Guys.
awful lot else.
Anybody
No.
got anything new coming? I'm not saying that because I do.
What have you got,
It's just
Lloyd?
that-
What have you got coming,
Yeah.
Lloyd?
Well, it's towards the end of the month. I buy something off pre-loved. Good old Ants, Del Boy.
Oh, yeah,
Tony.
yeah.
He's selling his 8th mech, his Purge Harambe.
Is that black and white one?
Yeah. So I'm taking the 8 mech off his hands at a nice reasonable price. He's taken such a massive hit. I feel so bad for him.
Is that your first purge?
It'll be my first purge.
Right, it'd be interesting to see what you think.
Yeah, well, he said he doesn't like the fire button, and I gathered that because he showed those new Star Wars mods that this look like the lightsabers.
Yeah.
And he says no, absolutely not. And then I got a message saying that he was looking to sell his Harambe mod, and it had that new fire button at the bottom. And I was like, it must be because of the fire button that he's getting rid of it. And then why he doesn't like the Star Wars one? Because he said he was a Star Wars fan as well. So if you're a Star Wars fan, why would you not want this? Because of that fire button.
Yeah, I had a chat with Mr. Calizo over that button because I wanted to know the ins and outs of it because I was quite curious if they'd just ripped off the broadside.
But remember, Mr. Purge has copyrighted all.
He actually
all
didn't
connections.
say that.
No, but he pretty much said any button is pretty much like what he has under his patent, right?
Yeah. Side fire.
Yeah, it was like constant contact, just we came up with it all basically.
I just had a power surge or something. Everything's just gone really crazy in my house. Sorry about that if anything's happened. At the moment.
Everything looked fine on.
Kev wants to know: are vaping expos finished? Signs of times, or will we see smaller UK/EU?
Definitely not finished. It's because of Corona.
No. Yeah, it's just coronavirus. A lot of the people.
That's a good question though, because just like companies finding out they don't need the office space if they could set people up.
What have I done?
Are they going to feel like expos aren't required because the industry's still booming?
What have I done?
No, because a lot of the community still love to go to them. See what's
it's just.
on offer.
What have you done? Fucking hell, mate.
Jesus.
Nobody wants to just see about full screen of me, mate. Fucking hell.
Where's me and
Jesus,
Chris
that's
gone?
scary. What the fuck have you done? Hang on. Lloyd, you need a
Yes,
sign.
mate, it's time. It's time.
You need a sign.
I don't know what I've done.
He's fucked it up again. Why did you get messing?
I didn't do anything.
You obviously did.
Oh, Jesus.
It doesn't just change itself.
It did.
Actually, I think me and you, Vinny, are on the right-hand side underneath the LXV sign.
Yeah.
Because
Very
when I
nice.
speak and you speak, that I can see a green bar going around there.
There we go.
Now shrink it down.
I have done.
Oh.
Yeah, remember there's a big delay for us.
Oh yeah. All you can see is my dome.
I recovered it. And I say I had a power surge, and everything off my second screen came on my first screen. I turned it back around, and all I could see was light. Oh, fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
Josh, I don't know where you are, but I hope you're having a good time.
Nice to see the professionals in charge tonight.
Right, we're getting all questions in the chat, so I'm going to run the
Yeah.
bumper.
God, Vinny's dancing. That's a good thing. So me and Lloyd just sitting quiet.
So I don't know where the bumper ends because there's such a delay.
Yeah.
There
Don't
you
forget, we got like a 15-second delay.
I'm back. They should be able to
Like
hear me
Vin,
now.
you can actually, yeah, if you want, yeah, fill up the rest of the space on the screen.
I can't.
Yeah, you can just widen it out again like you did.
Oh, I have
Just
done.
not as much.
Just wait, I have done.
This delay's
See?
this week.
Yeah. I'll let you know when it finally comes through.
Well, I have done.
Hey, there you go. Nope, you went down.
Yeah, so
there you go.
you were saying that the
Vape
community-
expos.
Yeah.
Yeah. The community, the vape community love going to them for the fact that not only do you get to see what's new on the market and good deals, that's a byproduct of them. Mostly, they like to do it to meet up with people that they know in the community that they don't normally get to see. They get to hang out and just do something different.
Yeah.
It's like a Comic-Con.
I think the next UK Vape Expo, the big one in the NEC, when that happens, I think it will be crazy.
Yes.
It will probably be the busiest, biggest expo we've seen. I know a lot of companies are waiting for it and are dying to know when it'll be. Rumour on the grapevine is May next year is looking good.
So it's still being Birmingham. Is it normally Birmingham?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Birmingham NEC. It's
Yeah, you'll
based.
still be there.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I'm
Jay,
not sure
is
if
it a
I'll be
better
able to
venue?
get there.
Shut up, Chris. Twat. Chris literally lives round the corner, like.
I live 20 minutes away from the NEC if I drove, or an hour by metro, bus, and train, whatever. Well, quick bus ride, a metro ride, and then a quick train ride, and I'm there.
So if you could get any vape set up, what would you buy? Price is not an issue. That's from Ken.
Oh, that's a tough question. Oh, no, I didn't. There is a company that I've loved for a long while who, alas, are no longer trading, excuse me, as far as I know.
Professional as ever, Vinny.
Yeah. I've not got my bottle over there. Called
Yeah, just smash your bottle off the desk as you're live.
Yeah, that's what I've done. Called Scarab Mods. Now, Chris, you would love these. They are big ass lipos and various other things. They're based in Alaska, and they generally, with shipping, cost about £1,000.
Fuck me.
But they are next level. You can get them customized, and it's they are stunning, absolutely stunning. I used to enter their waffles to try and win one. Never did.
Waffle to win one.
Yeah, I never did manage. But they are absolutely stunning. They're chemically dipped, finished, and all done by hand, and just amazing. But they no longer exist.
Kev said, yeah, the next expo will be for disposables and juice.
Well, I suppose it beats pods. Oh shit, yeah, they are pods.
It's better than that one that was all CBD. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what I would get if I had prices are no issue type thing.
Mine is a tough one between a vicious ant. They are. Like, I'm looking at them lately, and I'm like, oh. Or believe it or not, an overkill.
Yeah, you've got an add-on for that new overkill, though, haven't you?
Yes, I have a
There
serious boner over that thing.
There was one mod that I was always wanting, and I obviously never really get my hands on. Otherwise, I would have got it. It was just as I was first starting to get into mechs. I seen Bogan review it. It was the MCM Halo with the extension stack piece.
Is that the one that has like a grip and then the tube?
With the two RDAs on the top. And
Oh, that and the two RDAs that goes into one mouthpiece.
Yeah, but it's the Filipino one, Chris. It's the original one that they copied.
Yeah.
Not
okay.
the cheap Chinese version.
Yeah,
You can have it as a series or as a para series.
Yeah.
I believe. There was one that I was always wanting just for like the fuck you factor it holding this big fuck off thing with 421-700s in it. Running it either as a single RDA or a dual RDA. I think that would probably be the one thing I would buy if I could get my hands on.
And Chris, you'd go for a VA, would you?
Either a VA or a overkill.
Mm-hmm. And Sean's posted a question. Is there a mod, tank or RDA you would love to see re-released or updated?
I would love to see the Asgard tweak slightly. Just whatever issues people are having, like the leaking issues and the spitting issue. The spitting issues came down to the build though, so it was you building it wrong.
Yes.
So if they re-released a new version, the Asgard 1.5, just fixed the leaking issues, tightened everything up, and made everybody love it the way I love it.
Tighten your ring up, Lloyd.
That's all I want. I just want everybody to experience the same experience that I had.
I think they sorted the leaking issues when they went to that solid 510 pin and not the stupid grub screw.
Well,
I think that sorted a lot of issues.
Well, I think you just have to re-buy it, retry it, and re-rate it.
See, I rated it good for flavour. When I reviewed it, I rated the flavour great, because the flavour was good. It was just that it leaked juice all over one of my regs and fucking killed it.
See, I've got both versions. I've got the grub screw version, I've got the solid pin version. The solid pin version is brilliant on mechs as well.
Yeah.
Because it's a copper pin. So, you're getting that best conduction. I know, everybody should. I also, if they made it a million
You was about to say everyone should have an Asgard, wouldn't you?
Everybody should have an Asgard. I knew Asgard. Fuck it, let's go.
Asgard.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind trying one of the big ones. Because I do like a big RDA.
I have one or two. I can send you one.
That would be cool. I'd
Yeah.
review it as well, Lloyd, actually.
There we go. I have
See,
one
I
sitting
don't know.
right here. I'll send you this one.
Okay. That's superb. Thank you very much.
Shit haunted.
No worries.
Fuck off, Christopher.
So Rich is Asgard's biggest hater, and he said he tried the bigger version, and he fucking loves it.
Ah.
He said he loves it. Although,
How big is it, Lloyd? Is it 30 mil?
3 inches.
I don't know, but without the... I can't remember the specs of it, but without the beauty ring, it fits perfectly on... what's it called?
Toucher.
A toucher.
Yeah, a toucher. It fits perfectly on
So,
there. No
Be about a
overhang
30
at all.
millimetre then.
Yeah, so 30 mil without the beauty ring, and then the beauty ring obviously adds on a little bit extra.
I'll stick it on my Lycan. Give me an excuse to pick up a mech as well.
I don't think I've got the bag with the extras on it.
No, don't worry. That's fine.
I'll make sure it has a solid pin on it.
Lloyd's trying to get the review.
No, just keep the squonk pin in it. So when it
Yeah,
squares.
that's
you know.
fine.
That's
I mean,
quick.
it doesn't leak juice all over, but you do get that sort of build up of the
Condensation.
like, almost like condensation, like
Yeah.
vape condensation. You know, it
Yeah.
feels like vape juice, but it's no.
Do you know the best way of tasting, seeing what that actually is?
Taste it.
Taste it.
Now
just like build
with
my
my
t-shirt also.
Valhalla, that definitely has vape condensation. But
See, that's the thing as well. Like Vapor's Cloud make that as well. Valhalla gets a lot of praise.
Different decks though, aren't they?
yeah,
Very-
still my biggest pet peeve is also its biggest part of it, which helps make the flavour is the fact that the bloody the air holes are directly underneath the juice well, and even if you take the cap off and just drip over the cotton and down the sides, it still builds up.
You've
and
never
comes out and
dripped in a
leaks.
Kennedy, Chris.
No, I've never owned a Kennedy. No.
I don't like the Kennedy RD.
I friggin' love mine.
I don't like it. And again, I did put something for the cool wall, but it didn't make it. It was the Sherman RDA. And then I guess you could even say the
Sherman
Nightmare
RDA?
RDA. Yeah, the Sherman RDA. I said it to you last week, but I missed the cut
Oh crap! I forgot all about that.
Have that for next week as well then.
off.
I was going to look in the chat between us from when you sent me some, and I was like, "No, I used all of this. I swear I did."
Yeah, so I sent the Sherman RDA and also the Nightmare. All three RDAs have the similarity, which is almost like the pipe system. So you've got the airflow that's being piped right under to the coil.
Yeah.
I really hate that. You'd think it would be brilliant flavour, but you just don't get the flavour you're expecting from it.
It's like with the Titan as well. That I like that tank, but the flavour was just non-existent. It just even like RDA or tank. It's just because it was that big, the flavour just disappeared.
Can't wick it.
Maybe-
Can't wick it. Can't wick it.
I was about to say maybe
I
I'm
was
wicking
using
it wrong.
Andy's
Not
coils.
Still can't
maybe
wick
I'm
it.
putting. Maybe I'm just not using enough cotton. Because I'm normally quite fruit with my
Oh,
cotton.
too
I like
much
to make it
cotton.
last.
Too much cotton.
I
If
think it's not enough.
If you
I
get
think,
if you get the cloud production and things like that, and don't get the flavour, you need to reduce your cotton. RDA, RTA, it's the same rule. You've got too much cotton, your juice is getting strangled, so the flavour isn't getting to the coils. Somewhere
See,
along the way.
see, I've got the bigger Kennedy.
Yes.
It's a 30 mil.
Yes.
30 mil. And I really didn't like it, and apparently it was because I wasn't putting enough cotton in it. So I put more cotton in it, and I was getting better flavour, but it was still,
Yeah.
I really want to try that California. Is it the one with like shit tons of coil decks
No, you
inside
don't.
it?
It's
about
shit.
50. Is it?
Yeah.
Tell you what though, been using the Asgard. I've been loving, not the Asgard, the Cali, and been loving that.
Good RDA. Good RDA.
Although, and I did burn myself with it. just came fucking. I dripped, heated up the coils, tilted the RDA to the side a little bit, pissed right all over my hand, and then blister.
I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah,
over
it got me
dripping
out.
full stop.
Oh,
That's
hell, it's a fucker.
that's my biggest bugbear with dripping is the spit back through the air holes and then over dripping because I'm a messy dripper.
It's the same issue I've got with the swordfish. The RDA that comes with the swordfish, I hate it.
Yeah, I think that's why I like the Apocalypse range so much because the airflow's big, but it's also quite high.
Yeah.
What size is the RDA in the swordfish?
25.
I don't know.
I think it's 25.
I mean, theoretically, you could bastardise an APOC. Just use the deck and put the
No,
cap on the top.
it just put an Asgard on, Chris.
No, because it's a matching.
It looks slightly smaller than an Asgard.
Yeah, I was saying it could be a 24.
The Asgard
I
sits
did 24,
flush on the
so-
mirrors. The Asgard sits flush on the mirrors, and there's just a small gap there.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
must be a 24.
you're going to struggle to find a 24
Yeah.
APOC though.
Yeah. So that's my issue with it.
I think I have
I'm
one or
actually
two.
considering selling my swordfish closet. Because it's like such an abstract fucking mod. And the only RDA that will fit with it will be this.
Well, that's why I said bastardising a APOC, but
Yeah.
it's like Kev said, he got a big Asgard, put a big building in it, series building, found the height a little too restrictive initially, dry fired the coils, and the cap on nearly melted the cap like a tit.
Has it got a plastic insert, has it? Is it the airflow?
The Asgard has a plastic insert, yes.
That's what helps produce that flavor.
What?
That's what helps, because it conceals like the chamber. And you
It
get
restricts it straight through, so
Yeah.
it concentrates the fake clean more.
You take that
So it completely
insert.
does away with the fact it's got a big chamber by shrinking it to increase the...
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got the big chamber to put a big building, but then condenses the cloud as you go through, if I remember right.
Oh dear. I try and keep my views open for now until till Lloyd gets one to me.
It's not a massive chamber reduction.
No, but
It used to-
it squares it off. Is that quite high up though? It's not at the bottom,
Yes.
is it?
Yeah, it's quite high up.
Okay.
That's why I said you could put a bigger building.
Yeah, you
But
can
it
put a bigger
condense-
building.
it
But I mean,
concentrates the cloud.
I still set my coils pretty low on it. So
Yeah, I'd build it like that, Lloyd, personally as well.
yeah.
Mainly because I don't want to melt the insert.
So
And
I
I
sort
also
of
found-
build it so the airflow is like
Just above.
just kicking about it.
Yeah.
So
And that bloody delving inside the insert, that's a fucking pain in the ass when you come try and put the cap back on. You gotta get it exactly right. And if you don't get it exactly right, you can't actually open or close the air holes. It's a
Yeah.
fiddly fucker to do.
You do my review for me, Chris, right now.
One of the reasons why I stopped using it.
Did you have a big one, did you?
Yeah, I've got a big one, yes.
Lies! In the bin.
You've seen my mods. You know I've got a big one.
I just thought it was a Valhalla.
I
That's a
do.
30 mil, 35 mil, something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, my issue with the way like the bigger one, the bigger RDAs is I feel like they belong on stats or series mods.
Yeah, I can get that completely, Lloyd. What I used to like doing with the big RDAs like that is putting a nice big pair of frame staples in there. And I actually have some as well at the moment.
I mean, like in this big fuck off 30 mil, I've got the same coils that I'd be running in a normal Asgard
Yeah.
because it's still running off one battery. You know, so I don't own any stacks that won't fuck up my batteries.
I tend to get some
I've got
decent.
one stack and it'll fuck up my battery.
And I have a stack, but it's only 25mm.
I've got a stack that's a 30mm.
So have I, Chris, but I don't like it.
No, because it's for some reason yours, when you put it down, it likes to fire.
Yeah, because it's got 0 throw on the button.
Some reason, even though mine doesn't.
Yeah. It's probably me, Chris, let's be honest.
More than likely is, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm tempted to get some new coils.
It's sat in a bedside drawer, slowly patinaing.
But now I'm tempted to get some new coils and throw a APOC on this.
But I have...
Again.
God, I don't think I've got any batteries left. I have got a Series 3D printed Vaping Vinny mod. But I don't think...
I remember that.
I've got 2 of them, but one of them is knackered. And the other one, I think, takes 2700.
Ooh.
Yeah, the 3D printing shrunk on it. And it won't take 21700, so...
No.
Anyway...
Is it through anybody that we know in the industry?
It is, but the company no longer exists.
Oh.
Which was a shame. That's another thing I could probably send to Johnny and he'd fix, but it's paying for it to be fixed again. I would like an overkill, and I would like to do a review of an overkill. It's something I've spoken to Johnny about a few times. Hopefully it'll happen one day.
Yeah, same with me. I've seen a lot of his stuff. I do watch some of his lives as well when he's building and
Yeah, I enjoy his late night lives.
Mm.
Yes, the idle mod, Nick. He was idle. Yeah. I've got one kicking around here somewhere.
So if I had the money, I would have had Nick's LXV one. But
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny does some good mods. You can see it in the videos and things like that, and the pictures. He does some good printing, so...
Kev's just said there's more room in the 25mm Apocalypse than there is in a 30mm Asgard. I quite believe that, though, because the deck on the 25 Apocalypse is huge, really.
They are very big decks.
And like I say, I've run many a series coil in them. Quite happily. Which is
Might have to hit up Ian for some coils soon.
Try OMS coils, Chris.
Those coils are good.
I've got a few sets of OMS coils at the moment.
He's backed out of the UK market, has he not?
I hope not, because I'm supposed to be sponsored by him.
Yeah, I'm sure, because he had a thing going with Murrells, didn't he? And I don't see the Murrells guys posting OMS coils very much now. So I think he's backing out of the UK market.
That's a bit of a gutter, really, because it's damn good coils, because he uses the same wire Andy used to, Chris.
Yeah, I'm using some from Salamander Coils through a mutual friend of mine and yours, actually, Finn. Someone that owns something that was very dear to your heart.
Simon.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought
He
was.
does it.
But yeah,
he does some good coils too. Pretty cheap.
Yeah, I've got like 40 sets of coils at the minute.
I'll buy a
I've
pet
got-
set off you then.
I've got a good stash of coils from Wicked Liars going just now.
I've got some of them coming as well.
But,
I've
I've got them from a waffle even.
Yeah, I tried some of Rev's coils ages ago.
Good stack of them.
Yeah, and there was okay. There wasn't mind blowing, but there was okay. When it comes to coils, I don't mind paying a little bit extra for quality.
Yeah.
And quality wire does make for a quality coil at the end of the day.
It sure does.
It's the longevity of the coil lasting. I mean, I had a set of Andy's coils last me 16 months. And
It is a shame Andy doesn't do
Yeah,
it at the moment.
I can't get coils to last me very long, like at all.
Did you ever try Andy's coils?
No, but I'm pretty sure I've ruined them within a couple of months.
No.
That's,
Trust me.
That's the pair of staples I've got, Chris. I found a pair of Andy's frame staples which I've not touched.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, it's like the Oracle.
Hen's teeth.
Yeah.
Now, Andy's coils, put it this way, I use extremely sugary juice, and they still lasted me a good 6 to 8 months before I needed to change them.
Just pulse and rinse and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig,
Asking how often we change our coils.
it depends.
It varies massively.
Yes.
It depends on the time of the month. If I've still got some money to buy them, like loads, or if I've got like a stockpile like I do just now, I seem to just change them out every month.
See, I still don't do that, and I've
No.
got loads.
Or maybe every 2 months or something like that.
I'm-
You know, when you start to like dry burn them and when you dip them and you still get like that sort of white residue over them, I'm like, I just bin them.
I don't get that on, and I've not had any of that on any of my coils.
No.
No, I
That
get.
must just be the slime scale in your water, being in Scotland and everything.
Okay. Then get me started on your water's pitch.
Yeah, at least we don't get line scale on the coils when we dip them.
No, it's just because I don't always dip them, so I'll just dry burn them, and then you've always got like a residue
Kev,
in there.
it does massively depend on the juice and
Yeah.
the sucrose levels in the juice. But even then, I was using some red bearded custom coils for a while, and that's when I went through like 15 bottles of custard crack in 2 weeks. And every time I just dry burnt and flushed underwater, and all the crud came off, and they kept going. And that was literally 15 bottles as one of the sweetest juices on the planet, and they just kept going and going and going and going. So, care of your coils is vital. Do
Maybe
not,
I'm just not caring for them as well.
whatever you do, get one of them little wire brushes. I've seen a lot of people using them over the years. I did it for a while as well. They just
What's wrong with
rip.
the wire, bro?
They rip the ribbon to pieces, and then your hot spots and the shorts and things are crazy. Yes, custard juices, Sean, definitely.
I'm on the 3rd or 4th month with these, and I've had custard crack go through them shit tons of time.
Yeah. Yeah, Craig, you don't need to change them every month, mate. You can do. I mean, well, I've gone through periods where I change them almost on a daily basis. When I was using my own coils and making my own coils, I'd just, when I re-wicked, I'd change the coils. But when you buy and pay a bit more for the quality, you can see that in the coil, and you don't need to do it. Definitely not. I even try, I don't know if he's still there, Ian, the old CC coils. Ian used to do some cracking value coils. Yeah, it wasn't the high-end raw materials, but the craftsmanship in his coils and his wraps were really tight and spot on. Kev's just been to Stirling. Are you two still there? Or am I talking to
Yeah.
myself
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
I'm just trying to find when the last time I actually bought the coils.
Whose was the quiz? Can you remember?
Salamander.
Oh,
through
yeah,
Simon.
you said.
I'll just, yeah.
I've still got some of those Raven coils that I got off of the
Jesus.
community waffle that we got from, from Richie's thing that you helped do.
Do you mean the auction we did that I hosted, Lloyd?
Yeah,
Will
I try
you
to forget
please-
I try to forget that time period of my life.
You was a star that night, mate. You was an absolute star.
I didn't feel like it. My finances were already in shit, and then I went and done that. I was like, but
Was it just about every other lot you bought?
Yeah.
but you say that, it wasn't really, was it? I got the quick vape stuff, I got the Riot Squad, and I got the Raven, the Atocha. That was it.
Have you tried the quick vape stuff yet?
I know he watches and that, but I think he said to me like, look on the site, pick what flavors that you want, and I said just give me a mystery box. You want flavors? And I think just the flavors that he picked for me weren't really
Didn't match your
my
taste.
flavor profile.
Right.
So I've
still
not
got that
really
one.
gave them a good try.
I
What I
still
need to
got
do
that
is
one
set
I
up,
got from the waffle as well.
what I need
haven't
to do
used
is set up a device and an RDA, and then just give them an honest try.
Yeah.
I know that there's some flavors with like aniseed and them and that I just won't like.
I think his desserts are better than his fruits.
Yeah.
definitely. If you're a dessert man, and I love my desserts, so.
I never used to like desserts until I started shopping at church. His caramel custard generally did change my vaping profile.
You know what? I actually quite regret the tagline that I gave that review. That juice.
Why?
Well, it gets used all the time, doesn't it? And it's a bit. It's slightly derogatory, I suppose, in a way. But yeah, it's quite nice that it's stuck, and I know I'm sold a hell of a lot off it.
Yeah, it's a good juice. People say to me they've tried custards before. I was like, you've not tried this. It doesn't taste like a traditional custard.
No.
It's more just like a sweet, hitty heaven.
Are we on about a certain crack?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think the last time I actually vaped some. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember the last time I vaped some.
Until recently, I think 2 days ago I went through a full bottle in a day.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But that was the first time I've vaped a bottle of it just by itself for quite a while. I've been mixing it with crispy squares and I cannot get enough of it. I made up this bottle yesterday. Like, almost done.
Oh, I've done 100 ml in a day.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very rare that I actually go through a big bottle, like a 50ml bottle in a day.
Oh, I can do 2.
If I get a juice that I really, really like, I'll fucking demolish it. Fuck it.
Yeah. But I'm struggling for juice at the moment, so I'm just trying various bottles that I've had sat around for ages, and yeah. And then I found a little stash of Riot Squad, so I was quite happy.
I've just found myself an RDA that had some half pitchforks in it.
You got gear, Chris? When did you get? Oh, is that from the waffle?
Yeah.
I sold mine on so quick.
I was actually trying to get one, but I didn't want to pay over a tenner.
I remember I forgot I got one of them. It was so awkward that lot as well. Like you and Am's like, just put another tenner in, you'll get a tenner store credit, you're saving money. I'm like, I didn't want to buy you any beer for it.
To be honest, it's not a brilliant mod, but 30 quid are you gonna say?
I sold that mod 1 hour after I bought it on that auction.
Wow.
I was like, mate, I've just bought a mod. I'm a bit drunk. I didn't mean to buy it. It's regulated. You'll love it.
So why didn't you want it?
Regulated. I'm mix, isn't I? The only reason I buy regulated is for like an OMS reader, basically.
Yeah, because let's be honest, OMS readers are garbage.
Yeah.
Unless you want to pay over 100 quid for one that's custom made.
I've got 3.
This has had less than 400 pulls on it.
Jesus.
Since I've had it.
I don't own a mod that's got that sort of numbers on it.
I can't tell you how many that's had.
I've tried to give regulated another go since I turned to mix and that, but it's all the same.
I go through massive stages, and at the minute, it's just I'm not digging mechs. I was using my grip again for a while, for about 2 weeks, but I've not picked out for a week. It's been at work. Having a tank is just so much cleaner and easier, and lazy, I suppose.
See, during the day when I'm in the house, I'll switch and change between like the hog, the Itocha, the regulated, normally this. What else have I got over there? Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. Oh yeah, and I've got the jelly box out at the moment. I'll just switch and change between all 4 of them during the day.
Yeah.
But if I pop off out, I'll either take the Itocha or take like a regulated mod normally. So when I'm stuck at the traffic lights, I'll just grab it, have a quick pull, blow out the window.
I went through a stage of sticking a fatality on a mech, which is alright, but it makes it a bit big. A bit top heavy. and they don't sit too well in the cup holder, and they fall about, and then they end up on the floor rolling around, and it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, you mean like that one I bought off Paul the first time outing with the fatality, and that on it fell over, landed on the button, auto fired, and burnt the bloody little plastic grid at the bottom.
Do you still use that fatality without that airflow?
Yeah,
It works okay.
yeah, works perfectly fine.
Because I know a lot of people did take them out, but then they moan like hell when they're flooded.
Mine's never flooded.
Curious.
Maybe they need to learn how to wick.
Jesus, Kev, 20 mil a day. I can do that in 3 minutes. When I'm dripping and it's a juice I like, it just goes.
Yeah.
I'll fill this up
no limit if
once
you're
or twice a
dripping.
day.
Well, that's there. And that's today. And that's just through the Colito. So that's through a stock coil tank. Without even
How much I
dripping.
got through?
Well, I've got a funny story that happened today.
Go on then, like.
So I went into my old workplace to pick up this juice, and the owner was actually working, and he used to always say there was no point in getting RDAs or mix in after me and his old co-founder, shall we say, were telling him to get mix in. He drew the line. He got RDAs and drew the line there. When I was in the show, I was like, "Oh, you got any mix in yet?" He's like, "Oh no, not got any mix in. It's getting pointless." I was like, "Oh, it's like I had my Murrells, this one in." I was like, "Oh, I fucking I just turned out a right mech head, mate." Yeah, then I look at these. He's like, "Oh, how much you spending on these?" I was like, "Oh, mate, in the past year I spent thousands." And you should have just seen his face drop. He's like, thousands? I was like, aye, mate. He's like, oh, he's trying to like play over. He's like, you've been working through the what in there? I was like, aye, mate, I have.
Yeah, mech mods are pretty big business this day.
Yeah, definitely. But aye, we were when I was working there. I was like, mate, you need to get some mechs in to go with these RDAs. He was like, no point in getting mechs. They didn't sell. And
Well,
So
it depends on the market, the shop as well, though. I understand that. There's not many shops local to me that stock mechs.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. There's not many shops that sell mechs. So he could have found himself in a niche, because it was before Vaporoni were even about.
Yeah.
That we were saying this. So he would have been like pretty much the only shop in Edinburgh that had mechs stocked.
You see, I bought my Kennedy 25 dripper from a local, and then had it sat on the shelves for a while. So I got it for 35 quid, which for me, for a Kennedy, for an RDA, was an absolute steal. And that included 100 ml of Sad Boy Shamrock Cookie as well. And I couldn't say no at that price, and that's why I finally got myself a Kennedy. And I do love the Kennedy. It is really nice. I do have to be more careful with my dripping, but it's worth it.
I've always said that I wanted a Kennedy, and then I got the Kennedy as a birthday present.
Yeah, I've not got the mech. I'd still like a Kennedy mech at some point, but we shall see.
My missus went and bought me one for my birthday, and I'm just not a fan of it at all. Just not a fan of it. It marks the batteries, even though it's a constant contact. The RDA, I wasn't a fan of the RDA.
Good evening, Colin. The inbred Devonian is having a night off, my friend. He's having a chill. He's probably playing on his guitar. Kev, do we have any really good vape shops for the hobbyist vapor? A shop you can walk into and go, wow. They do exist, Kev. They are few and far between.
I know of one.
I know.
Yes, I know of one that I definitely want to make the homage trip to.
I am, Chris, later this year. There's one in Edinburgh that we often talk about. I know there's a couple in and around London. Mainly the old Cloud Island one, which is now Wicked Up Vapors, I think, is it? Something like that. I've got one local to me which stock quite a few nice little bits, but they are about. It's just a case of searching around and finding them. Or good old Google. You often find that these shops have websites, like certain ones which you two mention a lot. If that gets us a flag, Lloyd, I'm going to kill you.
Oh no, it's not a physical link, it's fine.
Yeah, the algorithm shouldn't pick up what you said.
Yeah, it's Vaporoni dot Charlie Oscar dot uniform kilo. There you go. They won't actually get that one.
Folks,
I didn't know I was really a hobbyist until I started shopping with them, to be fair. It's mental.
yeah.
I knew I had a lot of mods, but I didn't really class myself as a hobbyist. And then I got into like the mech side of things. And I was like, huh. And then the collection just started to grow and then grow and grow, and now I'm bankrupt.
Yeah, I'm in the constant state of I want, I need, I have no money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that pain, Chris, too much.
There is one that I got in my hasty buying things, which was that Hulk. I regret buying that so fucking much.
That was a lot of money.
It was. I'm prepared to take a small hit on it, but not too much. But the way the current pre-love market is,
You'll be keeping that for a long while, Lloyd.
yeah. There's. I mean, I paid like 400 for it or something like that, and I'd be willing to let it go for like 300, but I'm not going to get 300 for it in today's market.
Nah.
Not a
What
chance.
mod's that?
The Hulk.
The Green Hulk by Rogue.
Yeah, it's like they're only 21,700.
I'll give you 50p and half a
how's
Mars
the new
bar.
mod? Nick, I'll be honest with you, mate. It's been an arms reader. I've not used it anything apart from pulse and coils.
I just saw you with it
Okay,
there.
50p and a Mars bar then. Jesus, driving an hard bargain.
I mean, I'll day away, mate. That's fine.
I often you a double decker.
Kev, in the original Expo, we actually had quite a lot of actual mech companies. We had Immortal,
Yes.
we had Morningstar. I'm trying to think who else we had.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Half
Yeah.
Moon. Il came on from Dovpo at the time. Obviously, he's worked with Vapors Cloud and Suicide as well. We will mix it up for the September, October LXV Virtual Expo again. I'm sure our friend Ariel will be back on from Immortal Mods. Not that he's released anything for a while, actually, so we shall see.
Yeah, Kev, we've all been there many, many times.
Yeah, I've got a box full of mechs just sat here at my feet staring at me. Literally a box full.
And yet you couldn't find one to do a trade with me.
I could, Chris, you was just too quick to get rid of it.
You said no.
Yeah, well, that was a hasty... I was too busy with work. I couldn't be asked to look. And now I found them all. All 72 of them, I think it was, when I counted them.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I've sold a lot of my personal ones. AMC, yes, we had a cappella on as well.
See,
And Overkill.
Yes, Kev, it's on here. It's on the Vaping Vinny channel. You'll have to look quite far down. If not, you might be under the playlists. You will know which one it says because it says the big weekend.
Yeah, it's definitely on the YouTube, Kev, and on the LXV Facebook page. They should both still be on there. It's just a case of searching through them.
And having the time to watch it because it's from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 9 a.m. until about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that was mental how long you went for those days. There's fucking hats off to you.
It was.
It was very. Considering we just sat here and did this all day, it was extremely tiring. It's like, the fuck, all I've done is sat on my arse. I think the Friday I was sat on these special disability chair things.
I mean,
For the
I
entire
don't think
day.
it was so. Don't think it was so much the whole sitting there. I think it was the by like, you know, midday of just constantly chatting. It must have been hard to keep the energy going to think of like basically the same questions for a new company every time.
Yeah.
No, actually, that was actually quite easy for us. Well, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
If you get a good guest on,
We agreed a set starting questions that we wanted to ask each one, which was their journey, their story of vaping, things like that. And then things just sort of organically flowed from there. Obviously, we knew a lot of the guys we had on,
Yeah.
but also a lot of the guys we didn't have on. A lot of the American guys, we had Raps Coils on from the States, and he was amazing. We had the guy from Sad Boy on, and he was, yeah.
he was great. He was quite cool. He was.
Yeah, he was uber cool. He actually does a lot of music. He's a really cool guy. But yeah,
Yeah.
I can't
It was
wait to do
definitely
it again. But we're in the planning stages, and it will be happening September, October.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't you put a post out saying when the next one's going to be?
Yeah.
I swear I've seen that posted on it.
No, I haven't set a date yet.
Yeah, no, not a specific date, but the sort of rough month.
Yeah, September,
Yeah.
October.
Yeah.
Yes, Nick, it was.
It was hard to keep up, you know, as a fan, like being able to watch a virtual expo. You know, it was really good to be able to see it, but it was hard to keep up with the length of time it was going for.
Yeah. It was. I think a lot of people tuned into what they wanted to see and then went back and watched it. It's like the Facebook views. It was crazy. I think now they're about 70,000 for all the shows in total.
Yeah.
It just
That's the good thing as well with it being like the virtual one. You can go back and you can watch it.
yeah. And Nick, yes, Tony B has already confirmed he will be on, regardless of when it is. He will make sure he can spare us an hour or two, which will be great because Tony was.
That's also another cool thing I would like to say is like it's a lot easier for people to commit to it because all they've got to do is go to their office chair.
And obviously, with recent times, people have got setups at home now anyway.
Or sit on their beach lounger in the back garden by their pool.
Yeah, I mean, like they could literally just be sat in a room like this with their product that what displayed next to them. You know?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that for these guys. It's free exposure for them. You know, no matter how big or small it is, exposure is exposure.
Yeah, and a lot of companies did really well off it, which was superb.
Yeah,
Absolutely superb. I know Firehouse Vapes in particular said how well they'd done off the back of it. And our friend Ams, or rather Gav, who came on
yeah.
as well. But yeah, it's
Sure they'll halfway sign up again.
it will be happening September, October. Like I say, we've already got names down. We've already got confirmed guests, so it's looking good already. Yeah, Tony's a cool guy, Nick. I owe a lot to Tony. Tony was my go-to guru when I started reviewing, and he gave me a lot of advice at the time. Really, really genuine, nice guy as well, and I love his cooking channel as well.
I need to check out his cooking channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's got
I
smokers,
can't be doing it.
smokers
No, I can't be doing it.
and grills and...
It's one of the things I can't watch cooking shows because half the time it just makes me seriously hungry. And you're like,
Calls? Who's Calls? I'm trying to think who that is.
Never heard of them.
No.
never heard of those. No.
No.
And I'm sure we might...
Although Mike Vapes on the show, that would be class.
Yeah.
Mike Vapes is another decent guy.
What's up, guys? Mike Vape
Yeah.
here. I love his intro.
You can tell when I've been watching Mike because the next time I do a review, I always start like him. What's up, peeps? I always edit that bit out, by the way. I never actually leave that in. I often do it. I just click into what I've been watching, and all of a sudden the next thing I'm doing, flip it, and I'm like, no, Vin,
Yeah.
don't do that. You're gonna get ripped to shreds.
It's flip it.
Yeah.
I really want to put like a review up of something. Again, it's not so much for trying to get like team free shit. Like it's just I want to learn a new skill, which is video editing.
Yeah.
And what a better thing to start off that sort of like experience than something that I actually enjoy doing. So it's sort of combining like the new skill that I want to learn for the new hobby that I want to do
Yeah.
with something that I really love. So
You see, I often get asked why I started reviewing and what made me do it. I was petrified. I was shy. I was withdrawn. I had no confidence whatsoever.
builds out.
And then Wicked Addiction approached me and said, "Do you fancy just doing a video on Juice?" And then a week later, I had the channel, and it was just snowballed from there. It was, and it helped me. It helped me a lot doing it. It really did.
I've got my Twitch channel. The Twitch streaming really built my confidence. That's why I went and said kind of like I'll try it for the LXV.
Yeah.
Because I was already doing Twitch. I was like, right, my confidence is sort of already there. I was like, this is just combining something that I'm sort of getting into with something that I love.
Yeah.
So sort of put my face on screen and talk about vaping, which like I've got a lot of time to talk about. Talk shit about vaping for a long time. So I was like, why not combine the two together? And it's now sort of snowballing from these two things going into I want to try YouTube. So even like back when I was a wee teeny bobber watching like Call of Duty videos, I was like, I want to do this, I want to try this. So it's now sort of being able to combine those two things with that one thing that I wanted to do when I was a kid, and then learn a new skill at the same time. It'll be mint.
I love it. I've obviously had a little bit gap at work, as everyone knows what I do for a living and things. And when I did that pod review the other day, I really enjoyed actually doing the review.
Yeah, no, because you always put your message out. Oh, shock! I've done a review. You always say it like, I wasn't really got to do it, but
Yeah,
then when you're doing it, you're like, oh, you still loves it.
Yeah, I do love doing them. I really, really do, and there will be more. But
it's not that as well. It's knowing that you're inciting knowledge that someone doesn't necessarily have on a product. And you can put your 2 cents in, and that might sway them whether to stay away or go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you even through those pods, you said that one really wasn't really that nice.
Yeah.
I think
the orange wasn't very nice, and the cantaloupe, because I've still got it sat here. All the rest are in my car now.
Yeah. So I mean, like based on that, I don't really do like pods, but I know I'd stay away from those two if I was to like see them in a shop when I really needed a fix.
Ian, I've just realised something. It's nearly 3 years
What is?
since we started this.
Nah, not LXV, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It can't
Probably
be.
the second or third year.
It's the
We
second.
started
mate.
it on
I've only been
on Father's Day.
I've only been reviewing 4, so it'll be the second year coming up.
I'll have to go back and have a look.
It will be. It'll be the.
There's Sean saying he's never had any of his gear reviewed. He was too scared of what people thought to send it to anybody.
I could quite easily do that for you, Sean.
I could.
Yeah. See, that's also the thing with reviewing is that if you make a product and someone buys it and they so happen to do like reviewing as a side hobby, you might just get like that good exposure that you weren't expecting.
Sean,
because someone loves your product.
my
Seriously,
my
Sean.
next review will be my build stand that I use all the time.
Yeah.
Just
Sure,
literally
you actually do some good stuff.
I've got a box full of them down here for the next auction. Literally a box full of them.
Oh wait, the next auction?
Yep. Get saving like. Colin the God, what do you guys think of Cliff Douglas, former Vice President of Tobacco Control?
for the American.
Is he the guy who's now come out in actual support of vaping, Colin? Because I believe it is. Because there's been a little change in the tide over in the States.
I read or heard, I can't remember, but there was a guy from like basically to buy big tobacco, and they were putting out products which was vaping, trying to send them to vapor. But obviously the big reviewers sort of caught on who the fuck it was and what his company was.
Well,
And they were like, no.
I've not
Like-
shied away from the fact I was approached by a tobacco company to review a pod, and they basically tried to bribe me for a positive review.
It may have been you that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because they offered me an all expenses paid trip to an award TV show in London. They offered to send me a limo and put me up in a 5-star hotel and all sorts, and I was just like, nah, not happening, mate. You want to send me?
I remember you telling me about that because I'd not long started helping you and just telling us about
Yeah,
that.
I was like,
fuck
nah,
them off."
send me the product and I'll review it, but it'll be an honest review. And I was like, nah. I was like, okay.
Nick is saying it's going to be Father's Day will be the 2nd anniversary.
Yeah, I thought it would be. Yeah, it's 2 years the end of this month. Colin, if the war is
yes.
not ended... Yeah, he's the guy who's now switched. Yeah, it's absolutely spot on, Colin the God. I did my nursing dissertation 2 years ago on the legitimacy of vaping being a valid form of smoking cessation. And it was something ridiculous, like if every smoker in the USA quit and switched to vaping, there would be 20.8 million life years saved over a 10-year period. I think that was the numbers. They was astronomical. We used to have them on StreamYard so I could bring them up. There was... it's crazy. The States is crazy. Most of the positive research into vaping is actually USA based. And the politicians and everyone just ignore it because they need the dollar off the tobacco. So...
Yeah. It is mental how they... And again, the private... I've said it before, the private healthcare is the big reason why a lot of that slides through. Because not only is their tobacco making them money, the healthcare system is making them money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas our government, our healthcare costs our government money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they want to try and reduce those costs. So if vaping's got to save like the average life like 10 years, say, or 20 years, our government's like, go for it, just do it.
I'm guessing, Colin, he's no longer under the finances of Big Tobacco, and that's why he's now speaking the truth. It's as simple as that, my friend. Unfortunately, the mighty dollar overrules everything, really.
Another reason why I tend to be a bit cautious around companies that are owned by Big Tobacco, because the fact that Big Tobacco are losing money, and they know they're losing money, so they just try shit like that. It's like instead of going, right, yes, we know our product's dangerous, yes, it's bad. What can we do to change it?
I
Switch over to
personally
pure vapes.
used to hate Big Tobacco encroaching into vaping. My stance to it has mellowed somewhat, but
I broke the seal too early again, guys.
yeah, so did I. They still have blood on their hands from the millions that have died from cancer through smoking. Are they to blame solely? No, they're not. Governments are as well. It's one of those things. It's like Chris said, they're losing, their profit margins are going down. They're going to look into other markets. It's just natural progression. The UK is going to switch completely to no smoking apparently by 2030 and things like that. And other countries are going to follow.
It's the dirty-handed tactics that they've used that I don't like.
Yeah, that's what stings a
That's
little bit,
what's put me off.
especially in the States.
Yes.
I mean, you can also blame Philip Morris for a lot of issues in the UK that nearly arose because he used...
Well, don't care if I haven't had my tea yet and I'm going to have to walk up to the Chinese.
You all right?
No, I don't feel right at all. No.
Whoa.
No, it's just cheaper. It's cheaper because I actually don't just see things that I want and just order them. I actually see the price next to them.
Ah, right, okay. Well, let Lloyd get back from his seal, and then we'll end the show anyway, Kev. So thanks for tuning in, my friend.
Thanks again, and thanks for the nomination this week, guys. Don't
Yes.
forget, if you do, just don't. Yeah, if you do want to add something to the call wall, either PM myself or send them through to the LXV.
LXV
we'll sort
page
it all out.
on Facebook
Yeah.
is the best way of doing it, really, let's be honest.
Well, yes, because then that way I won't have people wanting to message me and I haven't noticed because he doesn't tell me.
Colin, that's very true. That is very true. Yeah, but at least it's now another positive voice over there. Like I said, the tide does seem to be changing over in the States. Whether it's too little, too late, we don't know. But we shall see. There you go, Lloyd's back. We can end it now.
Hey, ta-ra a bit. I'm going to the pub. See that.
Wait, now I've got to find the ending bit first.
Oh God.
I didn't know we were so
Half
close,
past
so I
11,
would
we'll
have
still
held
be
on.
here, and he's still trying to find it.
Right, say bye-bye, guys.
Ta-ra a bit.
Bye.
Right, everyone just sat here.